Hey, so let's take a moment to talk about how I got this. So last night I was out here working in a wood shop, maybe a little bit later than I usually do, but you know how it is. I was out here working on this nightstand I've been building. So I had this frame here, and I was taking it apart, like I'm going to do again, just so y'all can get the gist of what was going on. And I actually have some video I'm going to show you here in a minute from the security camera up in the corner of the garage. It caught the actual accident. As part of taking some of these things apart, you know, pulling when you're test fitting mortise and tenons, sometimes they get a little stuck. You know, hard to get apart. That's, you know, part of the goal is to have a good fit, although maybe sometimes you don't need that good of a fit. And I got down to about this point here. Most of the time when I go to take one of these apart, you smack this down onto the bench because I haven't cut it off flush on the bottom yet, so you can push this down to get it started. But then there's no way there's nothing you can hit on these things to pull them the rest of the way apart. So what I do is I put my left hand across it and grab it with this hand so that when it comes out of there, it goes up past my head. Now, we're going to talk about safety glasses because, yeah, I know you're all saying, well, I got them laying out there. I got them sitting out here. I do wear, you see me in these videos, I wear my PPE most of the time. But when you're just out here dry fitting something, you just don't think you're going to need it. But I'm here to tell you today, sometimes you do, because that when I was pulling it apart, I just grabbed it here instead of crossing my hand. And when I pulled that out, guess where it went? Doink, right in the eye here. I forgot to cross my hand. I grabbed it right here. When I went to pull it out, guess where this went? Right there. You can see the cut in the eyebrow and you can see the shiner I got. I'm gonna dip my hand there so you can see that it went right up to here. So a couple lessons to learn from this video. One, don't work when you're too tired. I don't think I was that tired, but maybe I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have. And two, there probably isn't a time when you're out in your shop that you shouldn't have a pair of these on, you know, except when you're making a video. And I can tell you this happens a lot more often than people want to admit that it does, I guess, or a lot of us want to really sit down and talk about. But the Woodworkers Guild of America has an article here that I read, Shop Accident Statistics and Woodworking Safety, where the National Electronic Injury Surveillance System compiled some data from 2011 injuries. So yeah, this is a little bit old, but I don't see any reason why these numbers would be any lower now. If anything, because of the Rona, everybody's home and working on some more stuff, and these numbers might be higher. But in 2011, there were an estimated 40,000 table saw injuries, 11,000 joiners, planers, and other machinery injuries, 7,000 miter saw injuries, 3,500 bandsaw injuries, and it says 350 radial arm saw injuries. Now, who owns a radial arm saw these days? Not many people, because they were pretty much declared to be not the safest piece of workshop equipment. I got a buddy that's got a radial arm saw down in West Virginia that I gave him about 9 or 10 years ago And right behind that radial arm saw in the wall is a 2x4 stuck in the wall. I won't use one, and he won't use that one again either. So, moral of the story, wear your PPE, be glad you still got two good eyes, and just think about what happened to me and maybe just think about it so that it doesn't happen to you. So that's all I got for you today. I'm going to show you this video as soon as I get it finished. I am filming what I'm doing here, and that'll be 2 or 3 more weeks out. So thanks for watching.